So, listener, where is she? Oh, Illinois. She's in Illinois. Dear Dennis. No, hello, Dennis. Annette DeGroot. I go crazy every time I hear the term public servant. Talk about an oxymoron. That was brilliant. It was just bloody brilliant. Public servants. People who work in the government, they're politicians. Public servants. Oh. When I think of that, the self-congratulatory nature of that. Why aren't I a public servant? I think I serve the public much more than certainly any Democrat, than a great number of people who work for the government, not all. I live in Illinois, and the public servants near me live in the biggest homes and drive the fanciest cars. Yes, that's correct. Well, that was a great point. Welcome, my friends. Good to be with you. I live in California, and those of you who will defy the tyrant, the little man who runs this state, will be doing a good deed. The man is drunk with power, and he's an idiot. It's a bad combination. Drunk with power and an idiot. And I only do this, I have never said this before, because he's damaging so many people's lives. See, it's not, if he just comes out with his usual idiocies, I ignore Newsom. I ignore Mayor Garcetti. But when they ruin people's lives and they're stupid to boot, it's a very bad combination. We have to play it again next week, where he made the announcement and I analyzed it to show people. I mean, the low intellectual content, the pablum, the drivel that these people come out with. This is the opposite. We live in the opposite of the 1930s, when a president could say the only thing we have to fear is fear itself. I heard on my own station earlier today that in California, 3 people aged 18 to 54 died yesterday, presumably from the virus. 3 people. And 0 under 18. 0. Make it with your hand. Put your fingers on your thumb in a round way. 0. It will go down as the great folly of history. The amount of rot that is been uncovered because of the great work of Donald Trump is like with the general who I have mentioned over the course of these years. Man devoted his life, was it 30-something years, an officer in the Marine Corps. A man of impeccable moral credentials, and they wanted to bring him down. And it's very bad. Every institution has been ruined by the left. The FBI's involvement here, the memos that have been found, I pray that these people are prosecuted. And I have Kimberly Strassel on next week. Like I would call periodically, I would call Michael Ledeen, who co-wrote a book with Michael Flynn, so who knows him well. And how is he doing? How is he doing? I'll tell you, I did not know the amount of rot in the elite institutions of the country, the moral rot, the lowlifes who are in there, the self-serving, conceited, arrogant. We know better, so therefore we can do anything we want, and if you try to touch us, we will bring you down. That is the reason, that is a reason, not the only, that is a reason for the preoccupation with Donald Trump on the left. It's all a smokescreen. While we ruin the country, you should focus on Donald Trump. While we lie, we're going to talk about Donald Trump's lies. Donald Trump today said more truth. See, Donald Trump, whatever your tally of his lies, Donald Trump tells more truth than any president of my lifetime since Ronald Reagan. The fact that China controls the World Health Organization, that he came out and said that, it's like bracing fresh air. What China has done to the world, and it goes unspoken. Imagine if an Israeli lab had unleashed this on the world. The calls for isolating Israel and questioning its right to exist. Can you imagine what the left would be doing? But as usual, they protect communist regimes. Cuba, Soviet Union, China. I got a hate letter I wanted to read to you. These fascinate me. Let's see. Here we go. This is, I won't say his name because he's a fool. He's at Cleveland. Calm down, Dennis. Such hysteria. He's referring to my article about the rehearsal for a police state. Like an unhinged schoolmarm. We are in no danger of a police state. Might I add, the issue is not whether we're in danger of a police state. We're living in one. The governor of California is sending highway patrolmen to block access to beaches. We really have to start questioning the notion of state-owned properties. I'm sorry. We do. Do you understand now the great communist, socialist, leftist lie? Publicly owned lands? I'm the public. I own the land as much as I own a rock on Mars. We are in no danger of a police state. An incident here and there does not lead to the gulag you propose. I never said a gulag or anything like it. Nevertheless, what do you mean an incident here and there? People on the left, at least he read me. I mean, it's so rare. An incident here and there. Right? Virtually every state is in lockdown, and people have no say in it. And, all right, anyway, it's an incident here. Your column is designed to whip up support for this failed president, whose chances of winning in November are declining daily. So it shouldn't bother the man. If the president's chances of winning decline daily, you know what I would like to ask this man? If there were another Republican president, would I not have said what I said? What I wrote about this being a dress rehearsal for a police state is completely unrelated to Donald Trump. 100% unrelated. If Donald Trump was still running Miss Universe contests and TV shows, I would have said the same thing. See, people think you think like they do. This is a very important rule in life. This man is preoccupied with Donald Trump, so therefore I must be preoccupied with Donald Trump. Right? That's it. I wrote him back that I'm going to read his letter on the air. The 38% of his die-hard supporters are far more likely to invoke a police state. This is the beauty. The make-believe world in which, that is why there's no hope for these people. A police state. We're going to invoke a police state. When I come back, I will finish it again, and I will read you to against whom. Yes, indeed. The rational and the irrational. I'm on the rational side.